The grand celebration. The village of Tswatako buzzed with anticipation as the day of the grand celebration approached. Banners made of vibrant, hand-woven cloth hung from every home and tree, while the rhythmic sounds of drums and traditional songs echoed through the air. The villagers prepared feasts, cooking rich stews, roasting meats, and baking bread that filled the air with a tantalizing aroma. People from neighboring villages began to arrive, drawn by the tales of Tswatako's triumph over tyranny. They were welcomed with open arms, joining the preparations and adding to the sense of unity and excitement. On the day of the celebration, a large stage adorned with flowers and colorful fabrics was set up in the village square. The elders, dressed in their finest traditional attire, took their places, symbolizing the wisdom and continuity of their heritage. Tswatako, standing tall and confident with the blessed amulet around his neck, took the stage alongside Nejai, whose eyes shone with pride. The celebration began with a procession. Children dressed as heroes from their folklore danced through the streets, reenacting the story of Naboko's rise and fall. They carried symbols of the ancestors and artifacts from the cave, reminding everyone of their shared history and the power of their unity. As the procession reached the stage, the music quieted, and the villagers gathered around. Tswatako stepped forward, his voice strong and clear as he addressed the crowd. "We stand here today not just as the people of Tswatako, but as a united community that has faced and overcome great challenges. Our strength lies not in one person, but in all of us, together. Let this celebration be a reminder of the power of unity and the spirit of our ancestors." The crowd erupted in cheers, their voices mingling in a powerful display of solidarity, sharing stories and spreading hope. After Tswatako's speech, Nejai took the stage to share the story of their struggle. She recounted Naboko's greed and cruelty, the pact with Mankora, and the bravery of Tswatako and the villagers. Her voice was steady and filled with emotion as she spoke of their hardships and triumphs. "The power of our community and the wisdom of our ancestors have brought us here," she said. "Let this story remind us that we are never alone and that together, we can overcome any obstacle." The villagers from neighboring communities listened intently, their eyes wide with wonder and hope. They saw in Tswatako's story a reflection of their own struggles and a beacon of inspiration. Many pledged to take the lessons they learned back to their own villages and to stand up against oppression and injustice. The feast and celebrations. As the sun set, the celebration continued with a grand feast. Long tables were set up in the village square, laden with food and drink. Villagers and guests sat side by side, sharing stories, laughter, and dreams of a better future. Traditional music filled the air as dancers performed, their movements telling the stories of their ancestors and their recent victory. The night was filled with joy, unity, and the promise of a brighter future. The unveiling of the monument. Towards the end of the evening, Tswatako and Nejai led the villagers to a newly constructed monument in the center of the village. It was a statue of a united family holding the blessed amulet, symbolizing the strength of community and the guidance of the ancestors. At its base were inscribed the names of those who had fought bravely against Naboko's tyranny. "This monument is a tribute to our past, our present, and our future," Tswatako said. "It stands as a reminder of what we can achieve when we stand together." A night of reflection and dreams. As the festivities wound down, the villagers gathered around fires, sharing stories and reflecting on the day. Tswatako, feeling a deep sense of fulfillment, sat with Nejai and the elders. They talked about the journey they had taken, the challenges they had